Hi everyone, thanks for your listening. My name is Joshua. Today, we will learn one of our product line, MGate 5102-PBM PN, which is a gateway between PROFIBUS to PROFINET. As the topic says, we will focus on MGate 5102. So, after the course, we wish you are able to know how to configure MGate 5102 and how to do troubleshooting. For the page, this is the agenda of MGate 5102 introduction. We will introduce it with three major parts. First, the spec of MGate 5102 with the typical application and features of it. Second, how to configure MGate 5102. Third, how to do troubleshooting. And last, we will recap the points of the course. MGate 5102 introduction. Since our MGate 5102 is a gateway, translating between PROFINET and PROFIBUS protocol, the trainee should learn PROFIBUS and PROFINET essential course about the protocol. We assume the trainee have already known them before studying the slide. Besides, about how to use MGate Manager for troubleshooting PROFINET and PROFIBUS network, the basic idea is already introduced for other courses. If you have already read the slide of MGate 4101 and 5101, which will make you easier to understand MGate 5102. Let's start from Mozart solutions about PROFINET and PROFIBUS network. We will show you MGate 5102 in the course, which is designed for the network with the PROFINET controller device at the central room and the PROFIBUS Slave at the remote site. A PROFIBUS controller device where MGate 5102 read or write data from or to the PROFIBUS Slave. In order to help the user configure MGate 5102, we have an AutoScan function for configuring the PROFIBUS side of MGate 5102 as a PROFIBUS master. We will find out how the AutoScan function eases the configuration of the devices. This is the product view of MGate 5102. There are three major interfaces. The first and second RJ45 ports are the Ethernet port, which will run PROFINET protocol. The third one is the RS-232 serial console, where the user can use the terminal program to log into MGate 5102 and configure the basic settings. The fourth one is the PROFIBUS DB9 female port to connect PROFIBUS Slave devices. Above all, we have roughly introduced what is the product used for and the product view. For the next part, we will show with you how to configure the product. We will start from network topology, then operate MGate Manager, and configure 5102. For the product use, there will be a PROFINET I/O controller at remote site, which will connect to MGate 5102 as a PROFINET I/O device. At remote site, there will be a PROFIBUS Slave that MGate 5102 as a PROFIBUS master will connect to. In simple, MGate will be a PROFINET I/O device and the PROFIBUS master at each site. For MGate Manager, it supports MGate 5102-PBM PN from version 1.7. The upper device list is used to show what device is detected. Some device functions are also implemented in this version, that is offline configuration. Users can create or modify the configuration file manually through the MGate Manager. In order to use this function, users can click on the offline configuration button to load the configuration. Under offline configuration, user needs to select the model he would like to configure and click OK. Users can choose Create New Configuration or Load Existing Configuration to edit configurations. Create New Configuration can set parameter without device. Once user gets the device, he can import it into MGate without setting again. If user would like to check the MGate setting, but no device is by hand, we can use Load Existing Configuration to load the settings. It's very convenient, isn't it? How to configure MGate 5102? It's very easy to configure by following steps: AGSD file, basic settings, PROFINET settings, and then PROFIBUS settings. Because one side of MGate 5102 is PROFIBUS master, it needs to have the information about PROFIBUS Slave. You can add PROFIBUS Slave GSD by the step shown on the screen. For basic settings, it includes basic and network. You can configure server name and location under basic. You can set Ethernet parameters such as IP address, name mask, and gateway under network. The next part is PROFINET Settings. We only need to fill the device name of remote I/O controller. The reason is because PROFINET device do data exchange only by using device name. For PROFIBUS settings, there are two ways. One is using AutoScan function. The other is in menu. About PROFIBUS settings, please select the PROFIBUS and double-click PROFIBUS master. After that, you will see the same screenshot as the page. For manual settings, you have to add the PROFIBUS Slave by drawing Mosa PROFIBUS Slave. Then, select PROFIBUS icon and click I/O data. After that, we need to draw the input or output I/O data size to the column. And then, we need to save the configuration. For auto settings, the MGate Manager utility provides the PROFIBUS automatically scanning function so that the MGate device can automatically gather information about the PROFIBUS slaves that are connected to the network. You just need to click the scan button and it will start executing. When the scan is completed, you can change the detected slave devices to the bus configuration and download them to the master. It is quite easy, isn't it? Okay, now, the last part we are going to talk about troubleshooting. When problems occurs, user might be hard to analyze the problem without tools. No worry, MGate provides powerful tools for you. MGate Manager has Diagnose Function. Besides, you can check the I/O data view via web console. When problem occurs, we are not able to know what is the root cause. To make it simple, we will divide it into two parts. The issue is happening in PROFINET side or in PROFIBUS side. Diagnosis function. MGate Manager has the tool to do diagnosis. You can choose the model you want to diagnose. Then, press Diagnose button. The test result will be shown for a few seconds. This is a result for PROFINET. If communication is OK, it will show below information: PLC status, device name, polling interval, and I/O slot data. If communication works, all of the status will be shown OK. This is MGate 5102 I/O data view. You can check if the data is correct or not. This is my last slide. Let me just recap on the points of the course. First, MGate 5102-PBM PN is a gateway between PROFINET to PROFIBUS protocol. Second, learn how to configure MGate 5102, including set device name, import GSD file, draw I/O data size. The last one, when troubleshooting, you can use Diagnose Function to do further analyzing. Thanks for attending the course. Kindly remind you that we have an exam to know how much you have learned.